Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to our Srimad Bhagavatam Stutis series. We have two more shlokas to cover of Devahuti's glorification of Lord Kapila. So today's shloka is shloka number 7 of the 33rd chapter of the 3rd canto. Aho batashva pachoto gariyan.
Aho batashva pachoto gariyan.
Yajjihvagre vartate namatobhyam.
Yajjihvagre vartate namatubhyam.
Te pustapaste juhuvuh sasnuraryah.
Te pustapaste juhuvuh sasurnurarya.
Brahmanuchurnama grananti ete.
Brahmanuchurnam grinanti yete.
Word for word meaning translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Aho bata.
Aho bata.
Oh, how glorious.
Oh, how glorious.
Shvapachaha.
Swapachaha.
A dog eater.
A dog eater.
Ataha.
Ataha.
Hence.
Hence.
Gariyan.
Gariyan.
Worshipable.
Worshipable.
Yat.
Yet.
Of whom.
Of whom.
Jihva agre.
Jihva agre.
On the tip of the tongue.
On the tip of the tongue.
Vartate.
Vartate.
Is.
Is.
Nama.
Nama.
The holy name.
The holy name.
Tubhyam.
Tubhyam.
Unto you.
Unto you.
Tepuh tapaha.
Tepuh tapaha.
Practiced austerities.
Practiced austerities.
Te.
They.
They. Juhuvuhu.
Juhuvuhu.
Executed fire sacrifices.
Executed fire sacrifices.
Sasnuhu.
Tasnuhu.
Took bath in the sacred rivers.
Took bath in the sacred rivers.
Aryaha.
Aryaha.
Aryans.
Aryans.
Brahma anuchuhu.
Brahma anuchuhu.
Studied the Vedas.
Studied the Vedas.
Nama.
Nama.
The holy name.
The holy name.
Grananti.
Grananti.
Accept.
Accept.
Ye.
Ye.
They who.
They who.
Te.
They.
Your.
Your.
Translation. Oh, how glorious are they.
Oh, how glorious are they.
Whose tongues are chanting your holy name.
Whose tongues are chanting your holy name.
Even if born in the families of dog eaters.
Even if born in the families of dog eaters.
Such persons are worshipable.
Such persons are worshipable.
Persons who chant the holy name of your Lordship.
Persons who chant the holy name of your Lordship.
You must have executed.
Must have executed.
All kinds of austerities and fire sacrifices.
All kinds of austerities and fire sacrifices.
And achieved all the good manners of the Aryans.
And achieved all the good manners of the Aryans.
To be chanting the holy name of your Lordship.
To be chanting the holy names of the Lordship.
They must have bathed at holy places of pilgrimage.
They must have bathed at the holy places of pilgrimage.
Studied the Vedas.
Studied the Vedas.
And fulfilled everything required.
And fulfilled everything required.
Prabhupada has written in the purport as follows. And based on my recollection, this is a shloka that Prabhupada frequently referenced, especially the first line of the shloka Prabhupada would reference a lot in his lectures. So there is a very nice lengthy purport on the importance of chanting. So Prabhupada writes, as it is stated in the previous verse, a person who has once offenselessly chanted the holy name of God becomes immediately eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices. One should not be astonished by the statement of Srimad Bhagavatam. One should not disbelieve or think, how by chanting the holy name of the Lord can one become a holy man, to be compared to the most elevated Brahmana? To eradicate such doubts in the minds of unbelievers, this verse affirms that the stage of chanting the holy name of the Lord is not sudden, but that the chanters have already performed all kinds of Vedic rituals and sacrifices. It is not very astounding, for no one in this life can chant the holy name of the Lord unless he has passed all lower stages, such as performing the Vedic ritualistic sacrifices, studying the Vedas, and practicing good behavior like that of the Aryans. All this must first have been done. Just as a student in a law class is to be understood to have already graduated from general education, anyone who is engaged in the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, must have already passed all lower stages. It is said that those who simply chant the holy name with the tip of the tongue are glorious. One does not even have to chant the holy name and understand the whole procedure, namely the offensive stage, the offenseless stage, and the pure stage. If the holy name is sounded on the tip of the tongue, that is also sufficient. It is said herein that Nama, a singular number, one name, Krishna or Rama, is sufficient. It is not that one has to chant all the holy names of the Lord. The holy names of the Lord are innumerable, and one does not have to chant all the names to prove that he has already undergone all the processes of Vedic ritualistic ceremonies. If one chants once only, it is to be understood that he has already passed all the examinations, not to speak of those who are chanting always, 24 hours a day. It is specifically said here, Tubhyam, unto you only. One must chant God's names, not, as the Mayavadi philosophers say, any name, such as a demigod's name or the names of the god's energies. Only the holy name of the Supreme Lord will be effective. Anyone who compares the holy name of the Supreme Lord to the names of the demigods is called Pashandi, or an offender. The holy name has to be chanted to please the Supreme Lord and not for any sense gratification or professional purpose. If this pure mentality is there, then even though a person is born of a low family, such as the dog eaters, he is so glorious that not only has he purified himself, but he is quite competent to deliver others. He is competent to speak on the importance of the transcendental name, just as Thakura Haridasa did. He was apparently born in a family of Mohammedans, but because he was chanting the holy name of the Supreme Lord offenselessly, Lord Chaitanya empowered him to become the authority or acharya of spreading the name. It did not matter that he was born in a family which was not following the Vedic rules and regulations. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Advaita Prabhu accepted him as an authority because he was offenselessly chanting the name of the Lord. Authorities like Advaita Prabhu and Lord Chaitanya immediately accepted that he had already performed all kinds of austerities, studied the Vedas, and performed all sacrifices. That is automatically understood. There is a hereditary class of Brahmanas called the Smarta Brahmanas, however, who are of the opinion that even if such persons who are chanting the holy name of the Lord are accepted as purified, they still have to perform the Vedic rites or await their next birth in a family of Brahmanas so that they can perform the Vedic rituals. But actually, that is not the case. Such a man does not need to wait for the next birth to become purified. He is at once purified. So Prabhupada is explaining that whoever is chanting the holy names of the Lord has already performed and fulfilled a lot of the other aspects of coming to the point of Bhakti Yoga, which is having done Vedic sacrifices, ritualistic sacrifices, having studied the scriptures, and it culminates in being able to chant the holy names of the Lord. Therefore, anybody can chant the holy name of the Lord, and you have to accept them as a devotee of the Lord. Even externally, you may see their impurities or imperfections. It does not matter. You have to bow down to them, at least mentally, and offer your obeisances to them, at least mentally, because they are also chanting the name of the Lord. So it is said that the Smarta Brahmanas say, yes, that is fine. But in this birth, if you are in a lower birth, if you're not in the Brahmanical Varna, then even chanting of the holy name purifies you, but you still have to take birth again into the Brahmana community and then perform all of the Vedic rituals. But that does not what this particular shloka says. Now, Devahuti is speaking to the Lord himself, who's present right there in front of her. If he disagreed with her, he would have said so. But the Lord accepts all of these glorifications by saying, these are great devotees who are chanting your holy names. So hence Prabhupada is saying, such a man does not need to wait for the next birth to become purified. He is at once purified. It is understood that he has already performed all sorts of rites. It is the so-called Brahmanas who actually have to undergo different kinds of austerities before reaching that point of purification. There are many other Vedic performances which are described here. All such Vedic rituals have already been performed by the chanters of the holy name. The word Juhuvuhu means that the chanters of the holy name have already performed all kinds of sacrifices. Sasnuhu means that they have already traveled to all the holy places of pilgrimage and taken part in purificatory activities at those places. They are called Aryaha because they have already finished all these requirements, and therefore they must be among the Aryans or those who have qualified themselves to become Aryans. And Prabhupada gives the definition of what is or who is an Aryan. Aryan refers to those who are civilized, whose manners are regulated according to the Vedic rituals. So this is the definition of Aryan. Aryan simply means those who are fulfilling or following the Vedic scriptures. Any devotee who is chanting the holy name of the Lord is the best kind of Aryan. Unless one studies the Vedas, one cannot become an Aryan. But it is automatically understood that the chanters have already studied all the Vedic literature. The specific word used here is Anuchuhu, which means that because they have already completed all those recommended acts, they have become qualified to be spiritual masters. Prabhupada is saying anybody who is chanting the holy names of the Lord, they are qualified to even become Guru. The very word Grananti, which is used in this verse, means to be already established in the perfectional stage of ritualistic performances. If one is seated on the bench of a high court and is giving judgment on cases, it means that he has already passed all legal exams and is better than those who are engaged in the study of law or those expecting to study law in the future. In a similar way, persons who are chanting the holy name are transcendental to those who are factually performing the Vedic rituals and those who expect to be qualified, or in other words, those who are born in the families of Brahmanas but have not yet undergone the reformatory processes and who therefore expect to study the Vedic rituals and perform the sacrifices in the future. So it's very, very clear in this shloka and in the purport what Prabhupada is emphasizing, that anybody who is chanting the holy names of the Lord, we have to simply accept them as great devotees of the Lord. There are many Vedic statements in different places saying that anyone who chants the holy name of the Lord becomes immediately freed from conditional life, and that anyone who hears the holy name of the Lord, even though born of a family of dog eaters, also becomes liberated from the clutches of material entanglement. That means not only the chanting of the holy name, but also the hearing of the holy name immediately purifies you. So how would Devahuti know this unless she had already heard the same thing over and over again as she was growing up? Hence, Devahuti here is glorifying those who are chanting the holy names of the Lord, irrespective of their birth status. And she is indicating here clearly that anyone who is chanting the holy names of the Lord, they've already performed all kinds of austerities, they've already performed all kinds of fire sacrifices, and they have perfected their good manners by following the Vedic scriptures. And not only that, if they are chanting the holy names of the Lord, at some point in time in a previous birth, they have already bathed at all of the holy places of pilgrimage. They have studied all the Vedas, and they have fulfilled all the requirements that are necessary to chant the holy names of the Lord. So on this most auspicious day of the beginning of Kartik month, today is Sharad Purnima, and we can request you to kindly chant the holy names of the Lord. Chant extra rounds. Hear Hari Katha every day. You can join us every day without fail for the next 30 days. Take this as a simple sankalpa. Whatever you do in Kartik month has 100 times the benefits of what you do during other months. So it's a very special month. This month is very dear to Krishna. It is a month named after Srimati Radharani. Her name is Kritika Devi because she's the daughter of Kirtika. So her mother's name is Kirtida, hence the name Kritika. So this Kartik month is very important for our Gaudiya Vaishnavas. It's important to chant, to observe both the Ekadasi fasts very nicely. We have rolled out a Sankalpa form, which I will share with you a little later today. You can register to accept this Sankalpa for the next 30 days. And if you are able to accept the entire Sankalpa, we have many choices, actually not choices. We want you to take the entire Sankalpa. So I will tell you what it is. It is chanting. It is observing the two Ekadasis. And on the two Ekadasis, we'd like you to chant 64 rounds. 16 rounds for yourself. And 48 rounds you can give to Guru Maharaj. You should come for Mangala Arati on both the Ekadasis, whoever is here in Bangalore. And you should also try and observe the Bhishma Panchaka Vrat, which will start on November 2nd, which is the second Ekadasi in Kartik month, and culminate on November 5th. Technically speaking, Chaturmas ends on November 4th, but Rasa Purnima is on November 5th. So today is Sharad Purnima. Excuse me. The day that the Rasa Leela was performed. So in many households tonight, they will offer kheer to the Lord. So for those who are in Bangalore, you can visit the temple, and those who have taken shelter and are initiated can offer kheer to the Lord today. You can take it to the temple at 7 o'clock. So there are a lot of other things that we would like you to do to hear and to do some seva during this month. So more about that later today. So thank you for joining us for today's session on the most auspicious day. And we're somehow or the other mystically, the shloka that Prabhupada references so often, Aho bata shwapachoto gariyan, yah jihva gre vartate namatubhyam, tebus tapaste juhuvo sasnuradya, brahmanuchur nama vrinanti ete. So we are focusing on chanting the holy names and understanding that this is a special benediction that the Lord has given us to be able to chant the holy names in Kali Yuga and go back to the spiritual world.
If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and turn on the bell notification. If you'd like to join our classes every day, please check the details in the description section of this video. We look forward to serving you.